Hello, people of the internet. My name's Leo, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. Now, we are basically halfway done with all of the dads in this game. We have Robert, we have Matt, we have Craig, we just have Brian, Damien, Hugo, and Joseph left to go. We only have 4 more episodes of this, which is kind of surprising. Whenever something starts, I'm not anticipating when it's going to end. But anyway, I think that for today, we're going to go with Brian's route. Because, I don't know, I just like the other 3 better. And, I'm going from my list of least favorite to most favorite based on what I've already seen through the first dates. Can you replay dates? Alright, I'm going to message Mr. Brian. Liquor before beef, you're in the clear. How many of these dad tips are there? Because it says, number, 57, 27, 98, but doesn't actually... Oh, Brian is messaging me this time? Oh, no. Already, my dad instincts have to kick in. I was supposed to be the one that was going to be like, hey, let's go fishing. Hey, Daisy and I are going fishing tomorrow. Are you in or out? Oh, I have a message from Brian. Oh no, I've been dreading this day. I accidentally boasted about my abilities as a fisherman to Brian, and now he's challenging me to another dad-off. I've been doing my fishing research online, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert. Still, though, I have to accept. I type back to Brian. Sounds great, man. I'm super excited to catch all those fish. Make sure your mower is in good working order, because you're going to be all over my lawn this weekend. That'll show him. Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to mow his yard, because there's no way I'm winning this. Brian responds back, letting me know that tomorrow he'll pick us up at an hour I had previously forgotten existed. Man, that's going to be a rough start. Amanda comes into the room from the kitchen, eating a cheese stick by biting it off piece by piece like some kind of monster. I didn't raise you like that. What? It's called string cheese and not chompy cheese for a reason, Amanda. Oh, I thought by cheese stick you meant like a breadstick with cheese on it. Should have called it string cheese to begin with. Jeez, game, get your things right. Did you just call me in here to criticize my controversial string cheese eating technique, or what? No, Amanda, we have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. How do I become a master of fishing overnight? You went fishing in the Girl Scouts, didn't you? Nope, my stint in the Scouts was brief and purely transactional. Though I could get free cookies, but I didn't know that I had to, be outside and tie knots and stuff. I was in the Cub Scouts, and it was a pretty nice experience, though they tricked me into believing Bigfoot was real by putting tracks everywhere. Apparently, it's a tradition whenever the Cub Scouts go camping to do that, and I was fooled for nearly 2 decades. But I have to beat Brian! Dad, let me tell you a story. Do you remember last summer how I applied for a job at that coffee shop across town? Give me a refresher? During the interview, they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine, and I really wanted the job, so I lied and said yes. On that first morning, there was a line out the door, and within half an hour, I severely burned my hand. They told me to go home and never come back. I still have a scar from that. Really? Of course I remember. What does that have to do with fishing? The burn is a metaphor, Dad. It's metaphorical. I don't get it. You can lead a horse to water. What do horses have to do with fish and burns? Ram, how are you supposed to be with Hugo if you can't even do this? Dad, please, I don't get your obsession with competing against Brian. You wouldn't understand. It's a dad thing. Please try explaining it to me. Okay, Brian's he just thinks that he's so much better than me, and he purposefully reminds me of that whenever he can. It's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him at his own game. Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda. Okay, good. I know that's what's happening. Alright, Pups, we should both be getting some sleep. See you in the morning? Night, Panda. I brush my teeth and throw on some pajamas. Climb into bed, set my alarm, and close my eyes. Ready for a peaceful night's sleep. But then, I have nightmares about Brian beating me, because that's what's going to happen. Okay, sleep. ... Any more ellipses? I am wide awake. I can't help but think about the last time I went fishing, hoping that there's something I can glean from it to give me an edge over Brian. The last time I went fishing, when I tried to throw the hook out into the water, I may or may not have hooked some poor old lady's ear. It was bad. I was about 9 years old. My dad woke me up one morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. Oh, by the way, I did catch a fish that day, though, so... A fish? So I know somewhat about fishing. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on, but before I knew it, we were both alone on a freezing cold lake. I had to sit there for hours while it got hot and muggy, the air thick with bugs. I picked up mosquito bites while my dad sat in stony silence, fishing pole in one hand and a beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. On the long drive home, my father bought me a pack of cigarettes and didn't say a thing. Oh. That didn't help, and I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. Yeah, that seems a bit... not good of a story to tell? Okay. I'm sitting on a boat in the middle of a body of water. I can't see any land, but I know it's a lake. The water is placid and still. I'm holding a fishing pole. I don't understand why, but it feels like my life depends on catching fish right now. I cast my lure into the water and wait, and wait, and wait. My whole being is filled with hopelessness as I watch the line disappear into the depths below. You used the wrong lure. I look up and see my father, just as he looked that one cold morning, disapproving. I'm panicking now. I pull the lure up and try to grab a different one, but all of the lures in my tackle box are the exact same. I look up to my father for guidance, but he's gone. I try casting again, but I can't hold my footing. My boat tips over and I fall into the water. Sinking further and further, I see the multitudes of fish that had been lying just below the surface, all swimming around me as if to taunt me. One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes. You gotta use a neutral buoyancy lure if you're looking to catch trout, buddy. Oh god, I jolt awake to the sound of my alarm. Man, that was a horrible nightmare. I actually did have a nightmare, just like I said. It's fishing day. That would explain the weird dream. I groggily slip on clothes and get ready. I spot Amanda's door half open and see her still curled up in a mountain of blankets. Walking over to her bed, I give her a tiny kiss on the forehead. Wake up! Fishing day, kiddo. You ready? No. Well, you gotta get up. I can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes. What's wrong with sleeping in my clothes? I do it every night. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just called change clothes when you wake up, and don't forget to shower. Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. Never. Amanda? I'll get up in a minute. Alright, Brian should be here in 20, so you better not just go back to sleep. Amanda sticks her hand through the blanket to wave me away. I leave her room and make myself some coffee and another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda, whenever she gets up. Sugar is what makes you fat. Don't give it to her. Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs her coffee while I do word jumbles. I hear the doorbell ring. That must be Brian. Still rubbing our eyes, we walk outside to see Brian. He's decked out in fishing gear. Daisy's falling asleep next to him. Hey. Early bird gets the worm, buddy. You ready to fish? I was born ready. My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die. Hop on in, guys. Let's get this fishing party started. I walk over to the driver's side door and open it. Woof, woof. Brian's dog immediately hops into the driver's seat, wagging his tail furiously. Can I see your license, sir? Maxwell, let Ram sit. Maxwell obediently hops into the back to cuddle with Daisy. Amanda settles in next to Maxwell and Daisy and immediately falls asleep. You ready for an adventure? Hey, wait, I just beat Brian in something. My daughter stayed awake longer than we won. That's it. Date over. We won. We won something. Do my lawn. I'm ready for glory. I struggle to stay awake as we drive to the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch trees pass by. So where exactly are we headed? It's about an hour north of here. Little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. I brought everything we need so that we can catch some trout, have a nice little fire, and enjoy the nature. My fishing pole is in the shop, getting it tuned up. Do you maybe have an extra I could borrow? Oh, but of course, it's probably not as nice as it sounds like. What? But of course, it's probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is, though. I might want to change the phrasing of that sentence or something. That's weird. Right. I am digging a hole here. I stare out at the forest lining the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusty pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the brush. Thankfully, it did not leap out into the road. After a nice, quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto a dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake. Well, here we are. I step out of the car and help Brian unload our gear as Maxwell runs around us, barking. The kids wake up and wander to the shore where Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks. This is why you don't record at 10 at night. Or 3 in the morning, for that matter. Brian and I carry the tackle boxes and cooler down to the edge of the lake, where he has a canoe waiting. Ah, great. It's still in one piece. Oh, hold on. Help me out with Maxwell. I help Brian place a tiny dog-sized life vest on Maxwell. Woof, woof. All right, your turn. Brian hands me a lime green life vest. Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me. I can swim, thanks. No thanks. Alright, so I don't think any of these really say... I guess I'll say I can swim, thanks. That's bad. I know how to swim, Brian. Suit yourself. Literally none of those were accepting a life vest. I think the best would have been, you can save me, but that's letting Brian win. Why would I do that? Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks. You kids want to fish?
Dad!
Why'd you call him Dad, Amanda? I'm good with just throwing rocks into the water. Amanda hurls a rock into the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that, water. Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them.
What?
Is that what we're doing? Daisy, don't you want to fish? I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. We're gonna go explore in the woods and look at bugs and stuff. Alright, be safe. Don't go too far. Brian puts the life vest around himself and we throw all of our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place looking out over the front of the boat. The beat? The boat. I get into the canoe as Brian shoves off. We paddle together to get ourselves into the middle of the lake. Brian, are you sure you want to be standing like that? Looks like you're at an angle. That doesn't look too safe. Alright, I see 6 fish. I'm gonna catch all of them. Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early. Yeah, I know. That's pretty common fisherman knowledge, after all. Fisherman knowledge that I am knowledgeable about. Still a gambling man? You know it. Let's see who can catch more fish. You can catch more than one? Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Besides all the fish I'm gonna catch, obviously. Hey, I was thinking something a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn. Custody of our children? Ram, No. More than that. Let's say, if I win, I get your weed whacker. What? Pretty sure weed whackers are expensive. The Whackmaster 2000? That's a limited edition. That has to be even more money. But if you win, you get my pole saw, the Reach and Cut 3000. The cordless version? That's the one. Crap. The Reach and Cut 3000 is state of the art. My weed whacker is a prized possession, but there are those hard to reach branches at the back of the yard that have been begging for a pruning. You're on. Ram. You shake on it. I can't do this. I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. Really should have thought of that sooner, Ram. My foolish fatherly pride will one day be my undoing. It already is. I watch as Brian ties a lure and does some stuff I can't quite follow with his fishing pole. He casts into the lake. Oh boy, now I have to do that. I stare down at the tackle box and at the pole in my hand. Insult the fish, stretch before physical activity, put some bait on the hook. I'm gonna try to win. Eggplants, yay! I fish a worm from the styrofoam container Brian brought. It's slippery, but I think I can get it onto the hook if I just focus. Oh god, I'm bleeding. Oh god, the blood's everywhere. The worm is not on the hook. Need some help? No, I meant to do that. The blood attracts the fish. They can smell it up to a mile away, you know. I think that's sharks, Ram. I think that's sharks. No, it's definitely fish. Now what? Perform fish mating call. Tie a knot or something. Meditate. I think I'm gonna tie a knot. More eggplants, great. I take my pole and try to tie an elaborate-looking knot to impress Brian. The classic hunter's bend. Learned that one in my youth. Yep, this one isn't coming apart anytime soon. With this knot, I will cast my heavenly line upon the unsuspecting water and deliver unto us a bountiful harvest. I look over to Brian. He doesn't seem to be paying attention. Let's cast this sucker. I pull my rod back and launch the lure as hard as I can. Think you mean as?
Whoa!
And the lure flies off the line and sails far, far away, landing in the lake with a loud sploosh. Sorry, I judged the wind speed wrong. This cold air drives the pressure down. Go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard switching to a new pole you're not used to. I'll fix up another lure. Brian hands me his pole with a smile, and I just sit there, feeling like an idiot. But hey, it's his pole. We're gonna win. He probably has like a cheating pole or something that catches 5 fish at once. We're gonna use it against him. Right. Don't skip the... Fishing around here is easy. They group up. All you gotta do is line up 3 of the same species and reel them in. Really? Is this like Candy Crush or something? Candy fish? Swedish fish? Ooh. I need to match 3 of the same species? I can't tell them apart. I can.
Match that fish.
Okay.
Nice catch. Nice match.
Okay.
Match of the day.
That one.
Catch of the day.
Crap. I can't. I don't know anymore. Wait.
Catch of the day.
Okay.
Now you're fishing.
Yeah.
Trout. Nice catch.
Is this good? I don't know if this is good.
Now you're fishing. Now you're fishing.
Am I fishing? Crap.
Now you're fishing.
Right, there we go. There.
Nice match. Catch of the day.
I don't like this.
Now you're fishing.
To be honest, I do not like
Catch
this.
of the day.
Yeah, there's a lot of this here. That's the bullhead catfish. They're bottom-dwelling invasive species now found worldwide. They taste great fried. I didn't mean that.
Wow.
I clicked wrong.
Now you're fishing. Now you're fishing.
Am I? I honestly, where? Crap, I don't know where the next thing is. I don't know. There.
Nice catch.
There.
Nice catch.
Where? Man, these really are hard to tell apart. Why is this Candy Crush? Oh god, I'm losing this.
Catch of the day. Nice catch. Nice match. Catch of the day. Now you're fishing. Catch of the day.
Don't know what else to do. Wait, here.
Match of the day.
Okay.
Nice match. Catch of the day.
What? Catch of the day. 1,000... What? Oh, this is way tougher than I thought. I look over to Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out here on the lake. I will crush him. Suddenly, the fishing pole jumps in my hand. I reflexively tug upwards. I think I got something big. The tip of the pole dips down repeatedly, and the line starts to run.
Hey.
Reel it in. Finally, get the fish right up next to the boat. It's a long, beautiful rainbow trout. Brian hands me a net. It's all yours. I lean down and notice that my hands are shaking with excitement. This fish is bigger than all the ones Brian's caught. That pole saw is mine. All my... The entire canoe tips over with me. I find myself sinking into the lake. Should have taken the life vest. All of a sudden, I'm embraced under the water and pulled up into Brian's arms. I'm finally dragged upward, sputtering water, soaked in the liquid of embarrassment. All of our gear floats on the surface. Maxwell doggy paddles around us in circles, having a great time.
Aw.
You alright? Does that count as one? Well, seeing as all of our fish are now swimming safely back in the lake, I guess so. Brian laughs. Let's get you to shore. Brian and I flip the canoe back over and fill it with our now soaking wet gear. Wait a second. If all of the fish are gone, and that counts as one, does that mean I win? We row back to shore with Maxwell in tow. Once we get to the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. Oh, hi, Brian. Brian takes off his shirt. Dots of lake water glisten in the sun across his strong back. Man, all that general contracting must have built that guy like an ox. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. I'm gonna get a fire going so we can dry off. Wanna hand me yours? Yes, okay. I reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. I suddenly wish I had done more sit-ups in my life, or any sit-ups at all, really. Another thing you've bested me in, stupid sex of Brian. I can't even do a push-up. I am so physically incapable of anything. Can't do a push-up, can't do anything. I suck. Might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like it's the only lunch we'll have.
Hey.
Oh, the day's young. We can fish from the shore. Once Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets a couple lures out by the water's edge. Do we continue the fishing minigame? Do we continue candy fish? We're probably gonna have to put the kibosh on the competition for now. Until another day. My stomach growls. I am hungry with the want for victory.
I don't know about that.
You hungry? No, I'm fine. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars.
Ah.
I have a small child. I am flushed with snacks. You have any cashews in there? I really want some cashews, please. Brian joins me by the fire, and I accept the cargo short granola. And now we're back to waiting. Where did the girls get off to? Shouldn't they be back by now?
Ah.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. That's what I'm worried about. They're too smart. They've probably established a small rural government by this point and installed themselves as leaders. Take a look around at the sun cresting the tree line, casting the entire lake in a warm golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Wow, nature is beautiful. A mosquito bites me. I slap my neck and curse. Nature sucks. Here you go, bud. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. I've always hated how this stuff smells. Really? I've always kinda liked it. Reminds me of being outside. Maybe you and I have different sentiments on the outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to me, a huge stick in his mouth. He drops it at my feet and looks at me expectantly. Throw the stick towards the woods, fake out throw, break the stick in half to assert your dominance. fake out throw. I think I'm just going to throw the stick towards the woods. I got the eggplants. I hurl the stick as hard as I can towards the tree line. Maxwell bolts after it, running as fast as his stubby little legs can carry him. Which, consequently, is not very fast. It is very cute, though.
Hey.
A nice throw, Ram. I turn away so he can't see me blush. Maxwell brings the stick back to me, clearly proud of himself. Good boy, Maxwell. You're very good and speedy, boy. You're the world champ of fetch. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? Butt pads never fail? Scratch behind his ear, rub that belly. Behind the ear or the belly? Behind his ear. I give Maxwell some nice little scratches behind his floppy ears. He responds in kind by licking my face. He really likes you. Be careful, he's going to try to follow you home if you keep that up. I scratch Maxwell's ears more intensely. I'm going to steal your dog, Brian. We both laugh, but I'm only kind of kidding. While I'm playing with Maxwell, fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's lines. I watch Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon on them and frying them up in a cast iron pan. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes, one of which has to sneeze. Ugh. I will control myself. Amanda and Daisy emerge from the woods, looking totally unscathed. So how's that government going along? Whoa, Dad Bod Patrol? I'm gonna have to issue you both a citation and demand you both put your shirts on. There are children present? Crap, they've already established the executive system. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt. I pull it over my head, thankful that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. Where have you guys been? Studying entomology? What? Trees. The study of trees. Crap. We were playing with bugs. I expected you guys to be more covered in, like, mud and stuff. Daisy looks offended. What do you take me for, a child? Amanda puts a hand on Daisy's shoulder.
Ugh.
Right. We take a seat around the fire, and Brian serves us all generous piles of fish on paper plates. It's absolutely delicious. Why does he have to be good at everything? Fish taste okay. Daisy and Amanda both nod furiously, mouths full of fish. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good. Why does Brian look upset? You actually like my cooking? Dear God, what does this world come to? Yeah, it's great. Old Harding family recipe.
Huh?
Why are your pants wet? Just gonna let that sink in for a second. Alright, well, Amanda, we were out there on the lake, and then...
Uh-oh.
And then I accidentally tipped over the boat. You're taking the blame. Don't worry, all of the gear floated to the surface, so we didn't lose anything. Right, Ram? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Can't believe he just covered for me. Gosh, he even out-humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my world-famous sense of humility. We finish our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a little while before we decide to head out. This man has no faults. That's what makes him a bad person. He can't be human if he has no faults. After cleaning up the camp, we pack up the station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. The poor pup falls asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They've had a long day. Been an ordeal today, bud. Let me drive you guys home. I want to prove that I'm the most awake dad on the block, but... yeah, I'm beat. Fine. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake disappearing behind us and smile. I rest my head against the window, and the low rumble of the dirt road beneath us lulls me into a peaceful sleep. How loud is this music? I turned my volume down, and this is blasting my eardrums. Hey, sleepyhead. I open my eyes and realize that I had dozed off in the car. Self-consciously wipe a bit of drool off my chin. Oh, hey, I was resting my eyes. Just in case we suddenly have to jump into any sort of conflict, so I'm super awake for it, and ready to fight, with my strong arms. Yeah, it's all good. You earned some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you. Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun, actually.
Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah?
You too. Take it the easiest. Brian chuckles to himself as he unloads the car. Amanda and I get inside and immediately collapse onto the couch. Long day. Yep. I was so close to that pole saw. Pole saw? Yeah, Brian and I were competing to see who would catch the most fish, and... stop! Why do you care so much? Amanda Panda, just look at the guy. He so obviously got my number, and he's rubbing my face in it.
Ugh.
Dad, I love you, but you're kind of dumb sometimes. Dumb? Or clearly the superior dad? You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation with asserting your masculinity. I'm going to bed. Night. Amanda slides off of the couch and face down onto the floor. I'm a tired slug. Amanda, that floor is disgusting. I don't care. Well, night, honey. Night, Pops. Alright. Whenever I sleep on the floor, it's not by choice, so... Alright. I don't think we did that bad. Please tell me we did good.
That was
A.
a great date.
A. Not an S, but it's an A. If we'd been like, you could have saved me if I fell off, which he ended up doing anyway, I'm sure we would have gotten an S, but... Soft
Welcome.
boy.
You've got dads.
Don't call me soft. Totally gonna beat Brian. Alright. Just gonna do the routine. Get rid of this. So that I may... not lose my save. And here we go. Off to the next one. Go away thing. Now, I'm sure that this is not my dream daddy, but I'm sure that we can go back in time. Alright. Try to drive in a... Okay. I spend the day lounging around the house in my bathrobe and slippers, committed to enjoying my day off as a testament to dad laziness around the world. Third coffee of the day and doing my second word jumble in pen. Man, is this the life. Hey, this one spells door.
Oh.
You're still taking me to the fair later, right? There's a fair?
Dad.
Dad, it's literally around the corner from us. It's not ringing a bell. I came home yesterday with cotton candy. Nope, nothing. I gave you a teddy bear that I won, specifically stating where and when I got it. Seriously? Amanda walks to the windowsill and slides the drapes open. There's a big Ferris wheel in the distance. Oh, right, that one. I thought you meant another carnival. You're coming with me tonight, right? Gosh, honey, I don't know. I've got all this dad stuff to do. I look down at the mug of coffee and word jumble in my hands. Pressing business I need to attend to. Amanda points to my word jumble. Park, dog, clock, cereal. I knew that. I totally knew that. The secret word that they all spell out is pool. Hey, you're pretty good at this. Now you don't have an excuse. You're coming with me. Amanda pushes me into my bedroom and forces me to change out of my bathrobe. Wear something nice. I want some arm candy tonight. Got it. And no flip-flops. Not after last time. We don't talk about last time. What happened last time? Amanda and I step outside and follow the faint sound of carnival music. So what's the first thing you're gonna do at the fair? Eat greasy food? Like, deep fry everything and put it in my mouth. I don't care if it isn't tasty to start. I believe that the deep frying process can transmute any non-tasty things into a tasty thing. Alright, take somebody who can taste that one chemical in broccoli, deep fry it, and see if they still like broccoli. Then we'll see if it can really transmute any non-tasty thing into a tasty thing. Alright, Amanda? Please don't throw up this time. I know my limits. You said that last time. I was still calibrating. I'm dialed in now. You'll ride the rides with me, right? If you're looking for someone to ride scary rides with, that's a straight veto from the dad constituency. Constituency. Alright. However, I am happy to stand at the fence and take blurry pictures of you riding the rides, as per dad custom. Define scary rides? All of them. Anything that moves. Well, you're no fun. Maybe I'll find someone at the carnival who'll go with me. Wouldn't that be a surprise? Yeah, maybe one of your friends from school will be there. Like, who's that one with the eyebrows? Teresa? She's got mono. What about the one who vapes? Alex got suspended for vaping in the school bathroom. God dang it. Well, I hear carnival rides are fun as a solo rider. But then I'll have no one to puke on. Or will I? What? Hey, look, we're here. The carnival is packed with people from all over town tonight. Screaming kids run around with cotton candy and buckets of soda clutched in their grubby fists. Colorful lights flash all around us. I feel like just smelling the air will clog my arteries. So what does this have to do with Brian? Is he going to be here? Hey, let's go over to these greasy food carts first. Amanda leads me by the hand in what seems like a very specific direction. I know my favorite one is around here somewhere. Wait a second. Is that Brian? Wow, look who it is. Sure enough, it's Brian and his daughter Daisy. Brian has the same confused look on his face that I'm sure I have.
Huh?
What a coincidence that we all happen to be here at the same time in the same exact place. Wow, this is so weird. Can you believe we just happened to come to the carnival on the same night at the same time? Yes, Daisy, that's so strange. How bizarre. Brian?
Ram?
I can feel my competitive fire burning inside me again. Last we met, Brian had made a fool of me by besting me at fishing, and then out humbling me in front of my very own daughter. I still want that pole saw.
There's plenty of Midway games here.
Okay, how about we hang out as a team and explore the carnival together? Yes, Amanda, that sounds like an amazing idea. Let's all go and do stuff together. Amanda and I follow Brian and Daisy as they lead us towards some rides. Can't believe Brian's still here. Can't believe I still have to sneeze. Man, my nose is killing me. Dad, you need to relax. Daisy and I have been spending a lot of time together. She helps me with my algebra homework, and I've been corrupting her young soul with rock and roll music. I taught you well.
Huh?
She's really cool, but you and Brian won't stop complaining about each other. Oh, he's complaining about me?
Oh.
No, Dad, that's not what I meant. If you and Brian would just talk to each other, maybe you would see that you have a lot in common. See, now I gotta turn it up to 11. Brian's getting obliterated.
Oh.
Dad, you have to chill. Please chill for my sake. I'm chill. I'm so chill. I'm like stupidly chill. And once I prove once and for all that I'm clearly the better dad, I'll be so chill you can call me liquid nitrogen. We'll destroy him. Dad? Spot the entrance to the Midway. A perfect opportunity. Hey, Brian, check it out. I want to get a couple games in.
That sounds fun. Maybe a little friendly competition.
No, we wanted to check out some clowns over there. Amanda, you're scared of clowns. Overruled. Oh, fine, sure. Let's play some games. If we spend the whole night in there, I'm filing for emancipation. I'll lighten up. I'll win you something nice.
And I'll win you something nice too, Daisy.
I'll win more nice things than Brian.
I'd like to see you try.
Brian and I glare at each other. We've been at it for longer than I'd like to admit. Amanda and Daisy sigh heavily at each new game Brian and I challenge each other to, their arms overburdened with stuffed animals and t-shirts with rainbows airbrushed onto them. Oh, we've been going at this for too long. For every game I win, Brian seems to answer back. Dad, please, enough. Just one last game, honey.
So Ram, we're tied. What's the ultimate prize?
Spot it from across the Midway. We lock eyes. It swims absent-mindedly in a bowl of water. That goldfish will be mine. Amanda, sweetie, how about I win you a goldfish?
Aww.
It'll get us out of here. Great. I look over at Brian. We don't say a word, but our locked eyes confirm it. The person who wins the goldfish wins the night.
Looks like it's skee-ball. You any good?
Heck yeah. I am the best skee-ball player to ever grace this earth. Think you can handle me?
Still willing to put up your weed whacker?
Only if you're willing to part with that pole saw.
Lawn grooming equipment goes to the skee-ball champ.
We share an earnest shake. Have you ever read...
Ski that ball.
Alright. How do I... Alright, there we go. 20. Crap, that was only 10. Alright. 40. Alright, 20 again. Just, keep going in the middle. Ah. There we go. And... oh, there's actually a timer. Come on. Skee-ball is literally my game. I love skee-ball. I have to win this one, please. Please. Oh, what? Oh, come on. I clicked it. Oh, God. The bell sounds and lights flash. Feels like things are moving in slow motion. The guy running the booth points at Brian. My worst nightmare. Fall to my knees, grasping at the dirt between my fingers. Why? No! No. How could I lose at skee-ball? That's my game. How could I let it come to this? Dad, you're making a scene. I am. Defeated. The attendant reaches up and dumps the goldfish into a plastic baggie. He hands it over to Brian. Brian hands the fish to his daughter.
Hey, this is for you, sweetie.
Dad, we don't have the proper resources to take care of this goldfish. I think it would be better as a peace offering. Amanda, do you want this? Amanda, we do not accept gifts from the enemy.
Hey!
That would be lovely. Amanda, no. She places the goldfish in Amanda's hands.
Huh?
I promise to take care of him to the best of my ability, but you should come visit and develop a relationship with him. I have a feeling he's going to miss you. Amanda, I think I'll name him Brian. No. Like daggers through my chest, child. Hey, who wants to check out the Ferris wheel? Yeah, I want to ride the Ferris wheel.
Hey, of course.
I'll hang out and watch you guys. Still not a fan of carnival rides.
Hey, I'd be happy to ride some rides with you kids.
I'm just kidding. I love carnival rides. I'm the best at them. We traverse the fair and end up at the relatively short line for the Ferris wheel. Doesn't seem like a very popular ride. Daisy and Amanda chat excitedly and feel Brian glaring at me. So how'd you do on the trig final? Way better than I thought I would. Those cosine problems still trip me up, so I drew a cat instead of answering questions. My teacher gave me a point for effort. Wow, is high school really that easy? Absolutely, yes. The School of Hard Knocks, though, that's another story. The college is pretty easy, actually. I mean, not to brag or anything, but I'm pretty good at it. Amanda playfully punches Daisy on the arm. Welcome to the streets.
Huh?
You check out that art book I gave you? Yeah, I love that section on female photographers. You have good taste. You know, I bet your photos will be in a book someday.
Oh.
Daisy, stop or I'll cry. They're too cute.
Next.
Amanda pushes me forward.
Yeah.
You first. Sit down in the carriage. And now you. Daisy pushes Brian into the carriage next to me. Before I can say anything, the ride operator closes the gate. No, wait just a second. We're gonna go get some deep-fried pickles. You two take this time to work out your differences.
Whoa! Hold on.
Get along! Amanda and Daisy run off into the crowd. The ride starts moving. But how can we get along? He beat me at skee-ball. The only worst thing he could do is beat me at air hockey. Ugh. Sit in the Ferris wheel with my arms crossed, not talking to Brian. Don't even know what Amanda's talking about.
Neither do I.
Our carriage creeps slowly upward. Ferris wheels are boring. Could this ride go any slower?
Well... Oh, is it too fast for you?
That's not what I meant. How could this get any worse? Suddenly the ride jerks to a halt with us at the very top of the wheel. and hear the faint yell of the ride operator down below.
Sorry, folks, ride's stuck.
God dang it, not this.
Guess a raccoon must have stolen a key component to the motor. They're very crafty animals and are frequently attracted to shiny objects, so it makes sense that they would pilfer something like that.
Amanda, Daisy, did you guys do this?
Anyway, it'll be some time before we can get y'all down, settle in, and get cozy. Well, and hey, no hand stuff while you're up there.
Oh, God.
Well,
No mouth stuff.
Well, this is just great. I look down over the expanse of the carnival. I hate to admit it, but it's a pretty good view. I spot someone down at the food cart melting cheese onto a pile of steaming steak and peppers. Man, I'm so hungry. Why didn't we get funnel cake first? My stomach rumbles.
Well...
Oh, I know that sound.
Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out some fruit leather, offering it to me.
Cherry or mango?
I don't want your stupid fruit leather. Brian opens one and starts eating it.
Fine.
My stomach growls again. Gosh darn it, why didn't I take the fruit leather? We sit in silence as a crowd begins to form under us. A group of carnival workers attempts to restart the engine. Suddenly I remember that I have a tiny book of word jumbles and a golf pencil in my pocket. I pull them out and start working on a fresh page, determined not to look at Brian.
Hey, I always bring a puzzle book with me, too.
Brian pulls out a small book of crossword puzzles and a pen. Are you kidding me? I throw my book of word jumbles off the side of the Ferris wheel in a fit of rage.
Whoa!
Oh, I bet we could find it when we get off this thing.
Uh-oh.
Here, you can do my crosswords.
Brian holds his book and pen out to me with a smile. Absolutely not.
Ah.
Why do you hate me so much?
Hate you? Why do you think you're better than me?
Whoa!
What? I don't think I'm better than you.
Okay, so you were just offering me fruit snacks and crosswords out of the kindness of your heart?
Whoa!
Yes?
A likely story. All you do is brag about your smart kid and your landscaping and your stupid weed whacker. I'm sick of it.
Whoa!
And all you do is one-up me every chance you get.
The only thing I wouldn't win is a one-upping other people competition, because you would win that, because that's what you do.
I don't know about that.
I don't do it on purpose.
That makes it worse. Wait, what? You're messing with me, right?
No.
But
Okay.
I don't think I'm better than you at all. You and your daughter are amazing. I thought we were competing just for fun at first, but the more we started doing it, the more it felt like you must hate me. And the more we did it, the more I wanted to impress you. There were times when I did want to beat you, Ram, but really all I wanted was for you to like me.
oh my god, I feel like such a butt. Be honest with Brian. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with Brian. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with Brian. Let my competitive spirit get in the way. Actually, no. I let my own insecurities get in the way, and I've been a huge jerk to you for no reason. I'm sorry. To tell you the truth, I think we could be really good friends if I could ever make it up to you. I respect you a lot. We sit in silence for a second.
Hey.
Can we start over?
What do you mean?
From the beginning.
Brian holds out his hand.
Ah.
Hi, I'm Brian.
I take his hand and shake it vigorously. Hey, Brian. I'm Ram. It's really nice to meet you. Great shirt.
Thanks, Ram.
Brian and I look at each other. We both share a smirk over this silly little game, but it feels good to be on the same side for once.
All right, folks, thanks for being patient. Turns out the raccoon didn't steal a part, but was instead still rummaging around in the inner workings of the engines. We formed a wary yet mutually beneficial truce. Okay. The carriage starts moving when we find ourselves down on dry land in no time.
Brian and I wander around for a bit, looking for Daisy and Amanda. You know, getting stuck on that Ferris wheel could have been a lot worse. Glad we worked things out.
Oh.
Me too, buddy. Now that that's over with, we can both get home to quietly enjoy our evenings.
Agreed. Dad!
Whoa.
Amanda and Daisy run up to us. I think you kids will be pleased to find out that Brian and I have worked out our different...
Ah.
Dad, that's great and all, but Brian's in trouble. But Brian's right. The fish, Brian! What? Daisy and I got on the log flume, and when we were going down the hill, Brian just flew right out of the log, and now he's hanging from some pipe on the ride. We have to save him. But Brian's right. The fish! Brian, the fish! Oh, right. Come on! Oh, God. We sprint over to the log flume, spotting Brian. The fish? Stuck up in the rafters on the ride. We'll get you down, little buddy. We have to get Brian before the fair closes, or who knows what'll happen to him.
But the fair closes in 10 minutes.
I guess we need to hustle then. What's the plan? Well, one ride around the track lasts 90 seconds. Brian's hanging from a pipe right above the drop, so you'll have a window of about 10 seconds to grab him. Wow, did you just do all that math in your head? That's really impressive. I just counted. It's not that impressive.
I'm so proud of you, honey.
Okay. That rafter is pretty high up. How are we going to reach him? We all think for a second.
I've got it.
Brian runs over to the midway, to the last game that we played, and snags the pole from the game attendant that they used to grab the stuffed animals.
I think this'll do the trick.
And they're not mad about you just taking that? Amanda presses 2 ticket stubs into my hand. Here, these are our last 2 tickets. Brian's fate is in your hands now.
There's no time. Come on.
Brian leads me by the hand to the entrance of the log flume, getting there just in the nick of time. Looks like you guys are the last ones. We take our seats on the slippery vinyl. The ride operators pull the bar down over our laps.
Okay.
You ready for this?
The log starts drifting down the fake river. Unnaturally blue water sloshes over the side, soaking my shoes. This is gross. You know how earlier I said that I was the best at carnival rides? The ride jerks forward and I let out a small yelp. That might have been an embellishment. Our rickety log makes a slow climb up the track for the most grueling minute of my life.
Whoa!
I see him.
Hanging from the rafters just before the drop is our beloved Brian. The fish, not the guy. Are you ready?
I don't think I can reach it from where I'm sitting. It's all you, buddy.
Brian presses the fishing pole into my hand. God, I don't know if I can do this.
Hey, I believe in you.
I gulp. I can do this. Oh, and it's a mini game.
A fishing round.
Okay,
Match that fish. Nice catch.
did I catch him? With a precision only attainable from playing midway games at a competitive level, I hook that baggie that contains Brian the fish and place it onto my lap. I did it! I saved Brian! I grasped the bag firmly. He'll be nice and safe during the Oh God, the drop. I momentarily forgot there was a drop. It's a big drop. Oh, it's coming up real fast. Oh man, it's a big drop. So when I told you that I had sort of over-exaggerated my proficiency with carnival rides, turns out that I had under-exaggerated just how bad I am with them. I'm utterly and completely terrified of carnival rides. Brian looks over to me and takes my hand in his.
Hey.
I'm right here. We can do this.
He gives my hand a squeeze as our log tips over the edge and flies down the drop. Oh. A wall of water rains down on us. I realize I had my eyes squeezed shut and opened them to find Brian still holding my hand. He smiles at me. That wasn't so bad.
Told you we would make it.
Brian and I walk off the ride and approach Daisy and Amanda. I hand the baggie to Amanda.
Whoa!
Brian!
Hey.
Hey.
No, the fish.
Uh,
I mean, hey, thanks for saving the fish.
Hey.
don't thank me. That was all your dad.
Aw, shucks. It was a team effort.
Yeah!
Yeah, you all used your special skills to get him back. Brian got the pole, Daisy did the math, and you got the fish. I didn't get to do anything cool. Well, honey, I'm sure you... Hey, what were you guys doing up there? That was totally dangerous. Amanda steps in front of all of us and plants her feet. Listen, dude, it might have been totally dangerous, but I'll have you know that we triumphed over more than just your silly rules today. We overcame adversity through teamwork and friendship and love. We banded together to achieve a common goal, and here we stand, stronger than the sum of our parts. And for you to... I actually don't care. The fair's closing. Just get out of here. The ride operator wanders off.
You really are a sparkling conversationalist.
We join the crowd of fairgoers slowly ambling back into the parking lot.
You kids want to stick around for the fireworks?
Do we have to? I have never seen a child less enthusiastic about fireworks. Yeah, can we just go home? We've been hauling all these prizes around for hours and my back is killing me. We You kids run on ahead. We'll catch up with you later tonight. Amanda and Daisy skip along. We'll probably find them later curled up on my couch and watching Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. Great show. Brian and I sit down on a bench a little further away from the rest of the crowd, who've all gathered to catch the fireworks.
Heck of a day, huh?
You can say that again.
Heck of a day, huh?
This is the one time I will let you outdad me.
I'll take it.
I breathe in the cool night air as the first firework launches and explodes in the sky over the fair.
I'm glad we talked about all of that stuff.
Me too. It's good to have a friend like you, Brian. The fireworks launch into full swing, bursting around us in a rainbow. Oh God, a rainbow of reds, greens, blues, and whites. There's one more thing I have to admit, though.
What's that?
I don't know anything about fishing. Brian bursts out laughing.
Oh, buddy. I know.
What? You knew the whole time?
I mean, you weren't exactly subtle about it.
I can feel myself blushing. He laughs again.
It's okay. It was cute. If you're interested, maybe I could teach you sometime.
That's what friends do, right?
Huh.
The laughter dies down and we watch the fireworks a little longer. I can tell he wants to say something, but he's having trouble getting it out.
You know, it's kind of funny.
What is?
We're not fighting anymore, but I still feel like we've left some stuff, unresolved.
Oh, lawn mowing is still happening. We're cool now, but don't think I forgot about that. Brian laughs.
No, it's not that. Don't you feel like there's maybe something else here?
Okay.
Or is it just me?
Looking at Brian, his smile illuminated by the crackling embers falling through the night sky, I suddenly understand what he's talking about. Oh, this whole time with emotions running so high, I realize what I've really been feeling. What I thought was jealousy was actually... It's not just you. Brian inches towards me.
You know, it's hard paying attention to the fireworks when you're right here.
He and I lean in and our lips touch. He places one hand on my shoulder and then another at the base of my neck, gently pulling me closer to him in a warm embrace. I feel safe. Brian pulls away from me for a moment and smiles. I guess now we get to compete over who's better at kissing. Brian stifles a laugh and pulls me in for another.
I'll accept that challenge.
Sure enough, when I get home, Amanda and Daisy are passed out on the sofa, surrounded by giant stuffed animals. Amanda's snoring drowns out the Paranormal Ice Road Truckers still playing on TV. That's not the full thing. It's Paranormal Long Haul Ice Road Ghost Truckers. I think, maybe? I don't know. I turn everything off and throw a couple of blankets over the kids before heading to bed myself. Oh. Is that it? Date complete! Angry about the weather, grill, Hawaiian shirt. I did better than before.
That was alright, but you can't top me.
Brian, I am not a soft boy. Don't say that, game. I'm not soft. I'm not soft. By quality, not quantity. Rule to live by. Well, that is the end of that, and I don't want to have this happen again, so I'm just gonna quickly head back to Dad Book. Alright. There we go.
Welcome. You've got Dad.
Now we have Brian done, and we only have 3 dads left. Joseph, Damien, and Hugo. And you know what? We're going to save them all for another episode. But anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!